Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing our June monthly reading, and if you can't tell by now with the looks of my outfit, I am ready for summer. I'm ready to get a margarita in my hand and go to the beach because it's been a hell of a year so far, and I'm sure you guys can relate. So let's go ahead and see what our guides have to say. Just know this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave it for those that need to hear it right now. But let's see if there's some guidance from our guides to kind of realign us so that we can be on the right path for our life's journey, maybe even get some good news. Let's just see what we have coming up for us in June. Visionary, I chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. Guys, so I have another sign, I'm pretty sure it was Sagittarius, so maybe if you know another Sagittarius, I would build off of their energy. Or if you have a Sagittarius in your birth chart, then I'd go ahead and look at that reading as well. This is showing me that this is a month for you to manifest, to create that life that you want. Ooh, yeah. I'm getting a strong pull to that. Visionary. Chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. Use your magic. You are witchy. Like, let's be real, we all are. There's magic in everything. I think we just need to all accept it at this point. But this is you manifesting what you want. Use everything at your disposal. Like, I know you use your logical thinking a lot, and I think that will actually come into play because I think it'll help you navigate in the right direction and like do the math, like make the math in your life. Do you know what I mean? Like this is the month. June is the month to plan, and I think if you can start doing that, like planning, manifesting, July is going to explode. I really see that for you guys. So I love this so far. I'm getting a lot of like the energy is here and it's like building. There's a lot of momentum. But let's go ahead and see what's going on internally. And this is going to be interesting because I'm getting this like web being woven. So it's Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. I think you guys thought that something was going to happen one way and you're being pulled in a completely different direction. And I'm saying this very slowly because internally right now we're struggling. There's like a lot of unknown, uncertainty, and nervousness energy. But on the flip side, I'm also getting like everything happens for a I keep forgetting that's a sign here. Everything happens for a reason. I'm being led in the right way and I have a lot of faith. I think you guys are very intuitive. I think you guys are almost like one of the big manifesting signs. I think you guys manifest things very quickly once you have direction and know what you want. And this is your guide saying like there's a detour, like they're pushing you in a different direction. What you want, you will receive, but it's not what you think it is a message. So like let's say your dream was to have a certain career and to be successful and to have a lot of financial gain. Like I think you will be successful and have a lot of financial gain, but not with that career. Does that make sense? So again, plays out where it makes the most sense in your life, but just remember, we're going to right now keep this very broad because this is what's happening internally and we're going to try to figure that part out. Yeah, that makes so much sense. I'm actually kind of excited for you. I feel like it's a very scary moment in your life right now. So I'm going to just validate that that is a true, honest, real feeling. But I wouldn't be too worried or concerned because your guides are guiding you in the right direction. So we have the Fool here, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So you guys are burnt out. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever's not kind of aligning with you anymore, you're burnt out. You are kind of at your wit's end. You're trying to find direction. You're trying to understand why this is happening to you. I feel like a lot of you guys don't even want this to be happening. Like you were trying to be happy and it's just like you're fighting a fight that is just not working out. And that like look at the poor guy here, okay? That's your energy right now. And I see an opportunity for you to kind of take a leap of faith to do really what it is that you want to do. I see that you are having options currently and you're not sure what to do with them. I see that, again, the divine detour. There's the detour. There's the stability within it. I don't think there's any right or wrong. Like, you can stay in this path. I know it's not serving you, but you'll be okay. But you have an opportunity to take a different road. Again, like, there's a reason why this detour happened. There's a reason why there's a fork in a road, and your guides are kind of trying to coerce you into the other one, because you're going to get what it is that you're manifesting, like the end results within this, no matter what. It's just, do you want to have it be an uphill battle or something smooth and easy? And I think your guys are trying to take you to the smooth and easy route because you're already depleted. And I feel like this is emotionally taking away from what it is that you want. I think like it's almost making you feel animosity towards what your dream actually was. And so now you're charting the stars, signs, and symbols and crafting your magic. I think you realize this and you're putting the pieces together, and I think you're just going to allow and trust in it and move forward. So, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. I see that there is an opportunity, something that's coming in that's going to emotionally fulfill you. Like I said, I see you guys being very depleted. The energy is gone. The love, the passion, the excitement, everything is pretty much gone from whatever the situation is. And I see it like, if you let the detour happen and you pick the other route, I see an emotional fulfilling situation happening. I see you see happiness. I see things kind of panning out the way it needs to, everything falling into place. I do get a sense that it's like you're not like going to be 100% letting go. I think you fight the fight pretty hard at this situation, that like, yeah, you'll try to let go, but then you're going to kind of go back, and it's going to be this back and forth thing until you finally let go. But there is like the hard work in this other direction. I feel like you're already, even at this point, planting some seeds in this other direction, which is why that road opened up. I don't know how that makes sense and how that's going to reflect in your storyline. And it could just be seeds of you manifesting that, just thinking about it. Maybe you write in your journal it because you're like thinking about different things that might work for you, that might make you happy, and you're not really making actions, but that's still a seed that's been planted. Maybe you're practicing something. Maybe, it's like a hobby that you're working on, you're practicing, and it turns out that you can, like, show your work somewhere, whatever that is. I don't, place that again where it makes the most sense in your life. But that is such a beautiful energy. And to kind of trust your guides, trust the process, let go, stop fighting for something that isn't working out, because you are going to deplete yourself completely. And there is going to be animosity. Just take the leap of faith. There is a reason why there's a fork in the road and that another road has even formed in the first place. You thought there was one, but there's two. So again, we have all free will. We can always come back to this life lesson, internalize this, and come back again. Or we can have a new reading in July and be like, wow, this was meant for me, But let's go ahead and see what's going on in the career aspect. Maybe it's finances, hobbies. Okay. Another sign got this. Who got this? Was it Sagittarius? I think Sagittarius. I never got this card ever in any pull, any tarot reading. And I think this month is beautiful for, did Sagittarius? I think theirs was Dream. Someone else got this, okay? So you guys are manifesting something huge, abundance. So I know that there's the fear, I know there's the uncertainty, then I also feel the excitement and the passion and all of that kind of all intermingled, because I think you have the vision of what it is that you really truly want, and it's going to start coming into play, because abundance within this is great. Money, stability, maybe like happiness because your job finally fulfills you, whatever the case may be. I see that for you coming up in June. Like, I think it's just like it's working its way, it's coming in. So if you don't see it in June, like, I'm really thinking like the moves and changes that are happening in June will get you there in July. So that's beautiful. Magician. Yeah, this is, yep. Okay. So we have the Star, King of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah, so you got information about something. This is Messenger. This Page of Swords is a messenger. There's information that came in, whether it was like internalizing things or just things that you learned about like your finances or your business, something that came in that is giving you the push to kind of move into a different direction. There's something that's going to give you like renewal of faith, of hope, of something that like you can like it's like right there, like you're just like wow, it's there, like you know what, I need to keep moving forward. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel. I see that like you're not 100% in like this life journey at the moment, and I think that you get that spark, that fire to kind of keep moving forward because something like divinely comes and it's like a aha moment, and you're invigorated and you're like ready to keep moving forward because you kind of stopped. You kind of like let yourself kind of be, and not in a positive way. It was like I don't know what I'm doing anymore, like I am so lost, and I feel like you find your way. I feel like you're finding your way and it's going to lead to abundance. King of Wand energy, something that sparks your passion, something that is stable. There's stability within whatever decision that you make, whatever crossroad that you're at. There is some decision that you make because you figure out finally what is not for you. So maybe like you're in a job that isn't meant for you. Maybe you thought it was, but it's not. It's not working out. You've been pushing, pushing, pushing. You've been trying, trying, trying. And I see you guys being one of those people that are very stubborn and keep wanting something and trying so hard and putting 100%, and it's just not panning out. I see this for whatever is happening within like your career, your finances, project, whatever the case may be. And like I know that this is just one chapter. And then the next chapter is going to open up because you are finally manifesting the right move for you. That fork in the road relates to this too. So, trust in the divine detour. It still gets you to the end result. So, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the devil in reverse, the magician. So, no kidding. Of course, you would get the magician and the page of cups. So, another messenger coming in. So, this is showing me what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, that there's something that's coming your way that is going to emotionally fulfill you. It's a message of emotional fulfillment, a new beginning of something emotional, something that's going to make you happy, something that's going to fill your cup. Whatever the situation is, this like holding on so strongly to something or a job that you just like feel like you wanted for so long or something, this is something that was like toxic and almost like sabotaging your inner peace, yourself. It seems toxic. It doesn't seem like you are aligned with it, but you are ready to let go. That is what that shows me, and you're manifesting the right path for you. Again, these two cards are one and the same for me. The magician is really here to show me that you're using all of the elements, everything in your ability, your power, what's in front of you to manifest what you want. That's the information that you learned about. And maybe you had an epiphany of like, I can't do this, but I want to do this. And it's like such a goal that is so unreasonable, but don't ever say that because you can manifest that. Like, it's not unreasonable. It's not like a far goal to reach because this is the month for you guys to manifest. And I think I said that to pretty sure Sagittarius had the same thing. So keep that in mind. I think you have another person on the same journey. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your birth chart. I'm pretty sure it was Sagittarius. I think it was a fire sign. So if you do have that in your birth chart, maybe go and look at that because there might be another message for you there. If you have a friend that is going through something and one of your close friends is a Sagittarius, feed off of each other's energy. Feed off of their energy because you guys are probably going to manifest together. So now we're going to go into the relationship aspect, and I have here Starseed, what lights you up. So for a lot of you guys who are in a happy, positive, comfy relationship, congratulations. This probably isn't for you. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's almost like a togetherness if you guys are in a relationship with your partner to see what kind of brings you closer and what is going to because I feel like, you get them, the same Monday in and out things of life. And I feel like you guys kind of need the spark or like what makes you guys happy. Maybe you guys doing something together. It's more of discovering yourselves and like getting yourselves to the next chapter more than anything. But I really feel like this is more of a reading for those who are single or dating around. I'm not even getting someone that's in a relationship. I'm not even getting someone that's in a bad relationship right now, because this is just for a certain group of people. So if this doesn't resonate, definitely come back to the next month's reading, because right now my guides are pulling to the Virgos who are currently single, dating around, don't have, or like are in a situationship. That's more of the people that I'm targeting right now. What lights you up? I feel like you don't know that. I feel like you don't have. Sorry, I'm turning my phone ring. I keep that on me just in case, but I'm sorry about that. Um, I feel like you guys don't have like actual direction. I feel like, again, there's this unknown, and again, the divine detour could be within this as well. Um, I don't think you kind of know what you want at the moment. I feel like there's been things that you've gone through that made you question. And I feel like a lot of you guys might even, I don't know why I'm getting pulled to this information. We'll pull cards to see what exactly is going on, but maybe a lot of you guys are like introspecting on things and seeing why you keep picking these same people over and over again, because you're unhappy, if that makes sense. And that, yeah. Yep, that actually came out. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So yeah, patience is a virtue right now because you have gone through it. You have moved away from somebody who has been really, really, really sneaky. I'm getting very sneaky energy. Things happening like under your nose, but you didn't even know about it. They really were good at hiding things. And this is something that happened maybe in the past. Maybe it's still lingering. Maybe it just happened, but the energy is still there, and you haven't really let go of that. And I just experiencing that, you're like, whoa. And I feel like you keep getting that same energy over and over again. I think that's a trauma response to things that happened in your past, and or some kind of like that family cycle that like everyone experiences, and it needs to stop with you. You know what I mean? So you're kind of trying to like clear that for like your generational line, and I think that's part of like what lights you up, because I don't really truly feel like nothing has been making you happy. I feel like you think it is, but it's not. And I think that is like your experience right now with dating. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, because I know you are currently like taking a minute and getting perspective. I see you guys are noticing these things, and I'm definitely 100% seeing that you are taking the time to get some kind of perspective about something. So we have what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck: Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing, because you are taking time to get perspective and learn, June, maybe end of June, maybe more towards July, because I do sense that in June you still need to take that time to get the perspective and stay in your hanged man energy. I see someone coming in that is going to be stable and nurturing, and that is so important. So that's the Queen of Pentacles energy. It doesn't have to be a female. This could be a man if you're a woman, it or whatever. It doesn't need to be masculine or feminine. This is just the energy that is coming through. Someone that is nurturing and giving and doing things. The stability is there, the maturity is there, but they're doing things for you to feel stable, secure. There's that security around that, which I don't think you have had. There's no security, especially with something sneaky that's been consistently happening behind your back in the past. Yeah, 100% that you need the security and the perspective and figuring out why do I go for these people? Learning about that. It's not about what you want, it's about what you need. And seeing that, like taking that to like home, taking that statement home and really understanding what that means, because you're probably filtering out the people that were supposed to be good for you, but they weren't like your type. Doesn't matter. Throw your type out the window. It's about how they treat you, and that's all that matters. And I see the Lover's card. There is something here that is harmony, balance within this person that will come in when you take the moment to just go within, learn yourself, and just kind of, I feel like the moon energy, like do the inner work, the shadow work. 'Cause there is some kind of line, this like family line of trauma that you're kind of clearing out from this. So you're helping next generations, FYI. So when you have kids, you're kind of clearing that line and they will have their own journey at that point, not one that has been like ancestral, if that makes sense. And this is like coming like I feel like you guys are going to get a message from a person. This just feels like some kind of contact, whether it be phone, email, text. That's going to be something that might be coming in from this person, but it is a message of stability. This is a message of stability. This is what you were kind of needing because there was no stability within the past relationship. So I think it's like everything you were kind of envisioning. Again, it's all about taking perspective, and it's all about divine detours in this message. So like just keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, manifest the things that you want and or need, especially even the person within this month, because July, I have a feeling, is going to be a totally different reading. Think you're having so many shifts, so many changes. So I'm so excited to hear what's coming next for you guys. So if this message resonated, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Definitely leave a comment because there's something so empowering when you hear other people kind of relate and talk about their stories, and it gives people like the urge to kind of work together as a collective because that helps you get to the next level, especially there's so much energy that's like moving and propelling everyone forward. So thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.